Fight on Family, Preston's Paradise here. And let's talk about these tight ends. This is a video I've wanted to make for a little bit. Found some intriguing information yesterday. Did a little bit of a deep dive on just how productive tight ends have been within the Lincoln Riley scheme and the Lincoln Riley offense, you know, going back to Oklahoma and now to USC. So I posted this December 29th, a few days ago, just talking about the fact that, you know, people talk about being in the Big Ten, you know, the limited number of possessions, how you have to run the ball, and really just take advantage of the defense in any way you can. And the fact that we have a guy on roster that was a freshman in Walter Matthews at 6'7", 250 pounds with a 40-inch vertical. Now, this was reported by now O-line coach Zach Hansen when Walter got on campus as a true freshman, I believe in the spring or in the fall. I'm not really sure when he enrolled. It might have been in the spring. But he had these measurables as soon as he got on campus. And I mean, if you haven't seen his film, just insane at 6'7", 250 pounds, being able to outrun cats, catch the ball in space, and make a lot of things happen at the wide receiver position in high school, and as well as the tight end position. So why not utilize, you know, weapons like this? Why not utilize more a Walker Lyons or a Joey Olsen? You know, a lot of the young tight ends that have a lot of skill that could do a lot of great things and, you know, help the offense reach those, you know, 45 points per game, those 43 points per game that we saw Oklahoma, that we saw with a more high-powered, you know, Caleb Williams offense a couple years ago and last year. So I went back and I looked at a couple things, right? We could get off the Walter Matthews, man. Kid's a beast, right? But I looked at Oklahoma team stats in 2017. Offense averaged 45.1 points per game, 630 points on the season, and, you know, 83 total touchdowns. Kind of insane, right? Obviously a great team. I pulled up some of the production of some of the tight ends in that offense. So when you look at 2017, you have Mark Andrews, who made it to the NFL, had 62 receptions on the year, 8 touchdowns, nearly 1,000 yards as a tight end. And this is an NFL guy. Like, it's proven that tight ends in the Lincoln Riley offense can, you know, be successful, make it to the next level, and succeed. In 2018, you see it here from Grant Calcaterra, who also went to the NFL, still in the league, 26 receptions, 6 touchdowns, 396 yards. Now, it's going down, and it goes up and down kind of based on year. And that depends on, you know, wide receivers, because obviously the wide receivers have to get the ball. In 2025, obviously, we have to get the ball to Jacoby. Obviously, we have to get the ball to Mekhi as well. So in 2019, we had Braden Willis, also ended up being an NFL receiver, 11 receptions, 3 touchdowns, 168 yards, went down a bit. We had Stonger in 2020 with 26 receptions, 3 touchdowns, 422 yards. 2021, he had the combination of them both with 29 receptions, 5 touchdowns, nearly 350 yards. And then coming into USC in 2022, we had Lake McCree with only 10 receptions, 2 touchdowns, and a little over 100 yards. Now you had Jordan Addison on the offense, you had Mario Williams on the offense, and Caleb Williams. So understandable, the ball had to go around the yard, but you're playing in the Pac-12 as well, you know, not this Big Ten slate. And now when you look at 2023, you had Lake McCree with 26 receptions, a touchdown, 262 yards, which, you know, was pretty good. You saw Caleb find him a bit, and, you know, it was a bit of a safety blanket at certain points. I love Lake McCree. Lake does a great job. And in 2024, you know, obviously this past season, Lake went out with the injury, but was a safety blanket and one of Miller Moss's, you know, favorite targets while he was in there with 24 receptions, 245 yards in the year. And then you had Walker Lyons, secondly, with 6 receptions and 36 yards. And Walker Lyons has some opportunities this year, right? Like, I think he did a good job coming in as a true freshman. A couple plays where he was just off, a couple plays where, you know, there might have been a few miscommunications. But, I mean, we all remember seeing this film, bro. A guy that was playing on both sides of the ball, going out there catching, making big-time catches at the high school level. And has great athleticism and speed, you know, to take a yard. So, man, we truly have to utilize these guys, right? Why not, man? Why not use all your weapons, all the talent on this team? We can create so many matchups, man, with a Walker Lyons, with a Walter Matthews, a Joey Olsen, with linebackers. I mean, you got these cats out here 6'5", 240 pounds, and a Walker Lyons, Walter Matthews 6'7", 250 pounds, 40-inch vertical. Linebackers can't cover that. Corners can't cover that. So why not utilize the talent we have in the tight end room on this team, man? It's one of the greatest positions in football, and it's been underutilized since Lincoln Riley's been at USC. Can't forget about Joey Olsen, man. Joey Olsen, also another big tight end at 6'5". You know, did a great job out there at Lake Oswego in Oregon. And just another young tight end on this roster, man, that has a load of potential. Look at him in the blocking game, right? Just obliterating this kid into the end zone. We need to utilize the tight ends, man. If we're going to get back to that 40, 45 points a game, you need to give defenses multiple things to game plan against and multiple things to worry about any given Saturday. Why not, man? Why not? We're trying to, put our stamp on the Big Ten, dominate, and we got to utilize these guys, man. You see so many teams across America with elite tight end play, man. You can create so many mismatches and truly have domination at the second level with big tight ends, big and athletic tight ends that we have on this roster. So yeah, just wanted to highlight some of these guys. Hey, just reached 700 subs on the channel. You guys are amazing. Road to 1,000, man. Road to 1,000, man. If you like the content, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Constantly going to be talking about USC football, all the nonsense and craziness around the program, whether good or bad. And love having you guys with me, man. The support is immense, and can't thank you enough. Fight on, everybody. Have a good weekend.